right? So the topic for this today is the yes note implementation, yes note implementation here, yes note implementation here, right? That is what we are going to discuss here, yes note implementation here. So what is mean by yes note? Yes note means SAP note here. Suppose in our systems, in our SAP systems, if there are any bugs, any runtime errors, anything, we can implement the notes here. We can implement the notes. So via yes note transaction code, we will install the notes in our system here. Suppose example, now you see as part of the daily monitoring, you see there is some dumps in the SAP system. Some of the new features are there in the SAP systems. So as per your, suppose if you go to the SAP, so then when you are monitoring the system, or when you see there are the runtime errors in the system, right? There are the runtime errors in the system here. For that one, what you have to do, you need to, so if you contact the SAP, or based upon the error message, if you contact the SAP or someone, they said like you need to, that will be fixed into the one of the note, one of the runtime error. So what is me note means? So fixes, corrections. Note means it is a instructions, correction instructions will be there in that note here. That notes we can find out in the yes note transaction code here. So we can just implement that note in the yes note here, yes note. So transaction code here. So those notes we have to download from the SAP marketplace, SAP marketplace here. Notes we have to download from the SAP marketplace. We have to download from the SAP marketplace here. So here, if you enter the any error, the keywords, suppose you are getting some error, you are getting the some functionality, something, if you enter any error here, it will display the, so notes, number of notes here, number it will be displayed here, note number. If you open that note, there is a errors will be displayed. For that error, what you have to do, how to fix the errors, all the information will be located in that note number here. So SAP also time to time, they will update there. So SAP also time to time, so they will do the all this kind of work, they will perform it here time to time. So means, so in our systems, so day to day, if they face, we will face some errors, runtime errors, some bugs, some errors, right? Fixes, syntax errors, timeout errors. We may face it in the our ST22 here. For that one, SAP will fix already those errors. Those fixes we have to implement it. Those fixes they will release to the customers, means they will release to us in the form of note. In the form of note, they will release to us here. So for that one, so we have to enter the, so those fixes here. Suppose like example, today you are working in the system. Today you are working in the system. You got some errors. So your manager asked you to fix that error. So for that one, you are searching in the Google or some other where you are searching, you came to know that. So for that errors, there is a notice mentioned SAP. SAP will provide you the, SAP knows those type of errors, SAP already knows. Then they will inform to us. So for this type of errors, you need to fix the, you need to implement the, you need to change the some settings in the SAP. You need to do the some changes in the SAP. So for that one, so we have to use the yes note transaction code. So here there are the two types of notes are there here. Two types of corrections they will provide to us. One is the informative note. Informative note here. The second one is the corrective note. Corrective. So corrective notes. Information notes and the correction notes here. Information notes means it contains the information how to fix the errors. It contains the information how to fix the errors here. But correction note, it contains, we have to install that note in our SAP system to fix the error. Information note means they will provide you the information how to fix it. They will provide the information how to fix it here, right? So but it we cannot, so we have to follow that steps so that we can fix the error. But corrective notes means that note we have to implement in our SAP system here. So we have to go to the, suppose like, let me search any one of the error messages here. So let me go to the service marketplace. Suppose like you are facing the, so what we can say here, if you have any errors, let me go to systems here. Okay, so I will go to SM21 to see are there any errors, critical errors in the system. So nothing here. So here you see here there is a critical error. So right, see here, update module, write document. There is a update got failures today. Transaction. This is the error message, right? This is the error message. We are not sure what we have to do here, right? Transaction is cancelled. But if you search in the Google or in the SAP marketplace, you will come to know how to resolve this type of issues here. How to resolve this type of issues here. So there is a note, it is mentioned here. There is a note, SAP. SAP definitely knows this type of issues we may face it. For that one, they will release the note. There is a solution referring to the note 65973. This is the note number here, right? So for that one, we have to open the note here. This note we have to open. Let me enter the user ID and password. Here we need the yes user ID. Yes user ID. We have to provide it here. Yes user ID and password. So you can see here, whenever you open the note, that note will be opened here. See here, the note is opened here. So that note contains whatever the error we are facing here. See here, whatever the error we are facing here, they will provide the symptoms. Update terminates occurs in the system following the reasons here. Right? So we have update related errors only here. Update related errors only here. The reason why we got this error here, the number range object change document is missing, incomplete or incorrect. So solution, what we have to do, implement the program correction to ensure system issues are correct the error. Which means this is the information note. This is the information note here. This is the informative note here. So this is the information note, means they are providing the solution to us, right? So they are providing the solution note. They are providing some information to us. Implement in the solution section. If you see here, this is the number for this type of issues. They will create the one ID, one number, one ticket, that is called the one number as note. So in the 2009, this got released here. For this type of issues, you can use the error message. So then what we have to do, so they are asking, go to the transaction code SNRO, then object, change the document, select it, then they've asked us to do this kind of work here, right? For this type of errors, what they are asking, they are saying that they have provided the resolution steps to us, right? Go to the SNRO transaction code. SNRO transaction code. So here provide the object name. What is the object name? So they are providing the object name is, this is the object name here, right? Then so short text. Then so client settings are closed here. Client settings are closed here. So then we cannot do anything here. So go to the development here. Just I will go to the development here. So they are providing some information to us how to fix it, right? So they are providing some information to us how to fix it. This is the information note here, how to fix it here. They are providing the information how to fix it here. Then go to the here. Then, so here character 10, don't select 10, numbers in the buffer 10. So they asked us to from to interval settings, they are asking us to change it to the 012 999 internal assignment here. So they are asking us to change it this button here, right? So go to the interval editing, intervals. So 00012 here, but there is a so 999. So it's already changed in the so production. It's already changed. Sorry, development it's already changed, but production it's not changed here. So that is what here we are getting the error here, right? So in the production we have not changed. One system it is changed, one system another system it's not changed here. So these settings they are asking us to change it to the this to this one, right, as per the note. So you can see the note here. As per the note, this setting they are asking us to change it from the 00001 to all triple lines. They are asking us to change it here to fix this type of errors, right? So this is the information they are giving here. This is the information they are giving her. They are giving to us. So based on that, we need to check. We need to fix the errors here. This is the informative note. They are giving the information. Some notes, some program errors or corruptions, they will ask us to install in SAP system. They will ask us to install in SAP system here. So that time we have to install, we have to download the note, then we have to install in SAP system using S Note transaction code, using S Note transaction code here, right? So how to do that one? Suppose information note, we know this they have provided the valuable information to us. How to change it? The solution they have provided to us, right? So then let's see the other issues here. So let me check other issues. Then we can fix that type of issues here. Then what other issues we have? What other issues we have? Let me go to the here. Normally, if we have any runtime error, that we can implement it here, right? So then we have to go to the S Note transaction code, S Note transaction code. Then so this notes we can implement it. This note we can implement it in our systems here. S Note transaction code we can implement it here, right? So this is a note. Suppose example there is a object activation. There is a object activation here. So for this one, select it. This is a note number here. When we search it, we came to know that there is a note which we have to implement in our systems here. All right. So this note we got it here. Then let's go to the object above dictionary activation here. They are saying that so perform the DDIC adjustment structure, right? So here implement the correction instruction. Correction instruction. They are asking us to implement the correction instructions to us, right? Correction instructions. What is the component which is related here? SAP underscore APPL is the component here. Why? Because they are asking us to implement this note here, right? Then then in this case, what we can do here, we have to go to the, there is a error in the SAP system. SAP or we came to know that we have to implement the note. Then we will go to the S Note transaction code. Then there is a option here in the go to download the note here, right? When you click on the download the note, then the note will be downloaded, right? So normally before that there is a SAP backbone configuration we have to perform it here. SAP backbone configuration we have to perform it here. SAP backbone configuration. So we have to perform it here. So we have to perform it here. So backbone configuration, if you perform it, that is separate configuration. What will happen? SAP, if you perform the backbone configuration, then we can easily download the notes within SAP itself. You don't need to manually download the note like this, right? Manually download the note. The note will be downloaded now. See, the note is getting downloaded here. Then we can upload we don't need to upload the note. We don't need to upload the note here. Manually download it. We don't need to upload the note here. So it's not required. This is a manual procedure. This is the manual procedure here. But recently, years back, SAP SAP come with the, instead of downloading the manual procedure, there is a automatically also you can download one note, two notes we can download it. The hundreds of notes manually downloading will take the 1 day, right? So in this case, SAP, so we have to integrate our SAP system into the SAP backbone configuration, SAP backbone configuration, SAP backbone configuration. So in this case, what we have to do here, so we don't have any backbone configuration. Why? Because ours are the training systems. If you are working for the customers, the backbone configuration already exists, then you no need to manually download and import. Just directly go to the download, provide the note number, just download it, automatically it will be downloaded from the service marketplace here. Then once you download it, go to the notes browser, then enter the note number, just search it out, then the note will come to the here. Then select it here, then just click on the implement the note here, implement the note here. Means we have to install that note here. Then click on the OK button. Okay. Sorry, we have to confirm here. Confirm. Okay. Right. Note is completely implemented. The note is completely implemented. So this note we implemented means the error which we are facing, the above dictionary activation or something like, what is the error we are performing. So to fix this error, the symptoms, we have to implement this note in our systems here. So we have to fix the error in our system. So it will be fixed here. It will be fixed, that error will be fixed here. Then after that, once the note is implemented, that's as part of the post, then we have to run this report. Step 2, run this report here. Go to the report running means, what is the transaction code? SA38. You have to go to the SA38, click on OK button, then execute here. Then update and run it here. Update and activate it. Then objects will be activated here. No activation not required. Okay, something, there is a error, could not be added to the transport request. So this is the way we have to activate it here, generate the maintenance dialogues. Yes, it is done. Okay, it's done here. So it's activated. So this is the way we have to implement the notes in our system. One note we have followed the resolution column to fix the error. One error message, we have used the note, we have installed the same note in our SAP systems. We have installed this same note in our SAP systems to fix the error. This is the one here, right? So this is the one we have to implement it. So how can we know which note we have to implement it here, right? So based upon the error message, based upon the product component version here, there is a, before we implement the note, we should check whether this error message is applicable for our system or not. How can we know? Based on each note, there is a depend on the version of the component here. If we go to the SAP systems, the status here, SAP system status here, then here you see here this note is related to the SAP underscore APPL, right? Let's check whether this component is available or not. Yes, SAP underscore APPL component here. So this is for SAP underscore APPL is available. So this is applicable for which versions here? 606, 616, 617, 618. So but our version is 618. So then this note is applicable for the our version. So then only we have installed, then only we have successfully implemented that note. If for that version this note is not correctable, then we may face this note cannot be implemented. So we cannot implement that note here. So this note can be implemented in our systems. That's why we are able to implement. We are able to implement that note, right? So that is notes says that one. So that's why note means some correction instructions, the resolution of the your issue. So it will be displayed here. So based upon the error message, then we have to implement that related note in our systems here. Based upon the error message, we have to implement the notes in our systems here. So how can we know? Means as part of the day-to-day monitoring, we will come to know, is there any runtime errors, or sometimes if you are facing some issue, SAP will ask us to implement some notes, some correction instructions. So then we have to implement those notes in the why? Because this is a program error. This is the program error. It's released for the customers, which means we have to implement in our systems. We have to implement in our systems here. So this, as per the component, this note is applicable for our system, right? So here it's saying that different component 619, but 619 it is not exist means 618 exist means this note we cannot implement in our systems. So here the component version should match, then the error should be exist. Then if we implement it, the error will be fixed in our systems. The error will be fixed here. So this is about the note implementation. Yes, note implementation. Note implementation means the corrections implementation, the correction instructions implementation, in our systems here. Right? So this is the one thing here. So corrective note means directly installing the notes in our systems. Here. So using S note transaction directly we can install it here. Information note means just give the information, how to fix it, all the information will be provided. So that is the types of notes, and using the S note transaction code we have to implement it here. Definitely there is a guarantee question on the note implementation. So what type of issues? Any issue, any error, new functionality, existing bugs, syntax error, timeout error, anything, SAP will release in the form of note. That note we have to implement in our systems. So normally security notes, so correction, these notes they will inform to us, then we have to implement it here. So let's see a few more notes in our system. Let me check whether I have any other notes in our system or not. Why? Because it's if you have the issues, we can come to know we don't have any issues. Then it's hard to find out the notes here. Let me check notes. Why? Because during the support pack upgrade, the next topic, so that time we may have to implement multiple notes here. That time we will get more. What is note? Note means correction instructions here. So let me check whether I have any other notes here. Yes, notes are available. Oh, lot of notes are available in our systems. Okay, it's good. What I will do here, I will copy all these notes to your remote server 3392. That is what you guys are using, right? Which IP you are using? 3392, right? No, not 92, 91, I think.
91.
91. Okay, the same host. So it is available. Just to go to your E drive SAP software. There are multiple S notes are available here. Just to go to your development system here. Okay, so use the basis. Go to the S note transaction code. So S note transaction code. So then go to upload the note here. So here we have the E drive. We have already notes are available here. Multiple notes are available. Just implement any one of the note. Let's see. Let's see the 1343951. So this note here. So this is getting imported here. Normally, we no need to manually download it here. Go to download, automatically it will be downloaded. Here, what we are doing here, manually we are downloading, we are uploading into the SAP system here. So that is the procedure we are doing here. So
Sir, how does it happen? Like, automatic download. Like,
SAP backbone connection. So this notice cannot be implemented. Why? Because the version is mismatching. The version it is mentioned in the here 740, 750, the components is a mismatching. So that's the reason this node cannot be implemented in our systems here. So you will get the symbol like cannot be implemented. So how means there is a backbone configuration, SAP backbone configuration. This configuration we have to perform it in our all SAP systems so that this will directly will connect to the your service marketplace. This will directly will connect to the your service marketplace. So you don't need to manually download it. Just to go to the your S note, go to download, provide the note number. So just to provide the note number, just click on the download button, it will be downloaded.
so like this backbone configuration, what is that called? Like, is that related to Solman? You mean to say?
Yeah, solution manager configuration. Then we have to mainly we have to register our SAP system into SAP. SAP
Okay,
side we have to register it. Then only we are authorized to download the any note here. So
the
sometimes
main company.
yeah, main company. Suppose sometimes we don't have authorization or sometimes we are unable to integrate it here. That time we have to manually download it. Same, we have to go to the service marketplace, then download it, then upload it here. That option we can use it here. Download, then upload it. Let me take few notes here. What is this here? 114218. Let's see here. Just upload it here. Equal to 1778. 1783. This is not applicable. Because it's saying that it's already there, but it's not applicable here. So we need to check, find out which one is the applicable. There are many notes are there. Manually one by one, we have to upload it. Let's test this one. Double two, go to the upload. So 22744, 22744. So this is also not applicable, I guess. Let me go and search it. Yes, it cannot be implemented. See here, it cannot be implemented. Why? Because the version is mismatching. The version note of the mismatching. That's why you will see the status is cannot be implemented. Can be implemented means it can be implemented in our systems. Cannot be. This is for the only EHP 7 up to EHP 0 to EHP 7 only. Ours is the EHP 8. So that's why our this note is not cannot be implemented in our systems. Then we need to search which one is the correct one here. That's why it's very hard to find out which one is the can be implemented in our system. To show you how to do that one time once again. Yeah, this is also, if it is the come, it will comes under the this list here in a new list. So it's not there. That's why it's showing here. Let's go to the upload the few more notes here. Two, three, 2, 4, 2, 6, 2, 9. Let's check this one. This is not also saved. So like this, you will get it out. Then select that note, then click on the implement it. then implement it. So then just click on the OK button. That note will be implemented. So it's not implemented, it's incompletely implemented. So this can be implemented, but it's not completely implemented here. So like this, we have to select it, confirm, then click on the OK button. Yes, see here, completely implemented. Now this note is implemented. So as part of this note, whatever the errors we have, that errors will be fixed here. See here, it will come into this list here, completely implemented. This means cannot be implemented, means the error message, the service cannot be the error message, whatever there, that's not applicable in our versions. That already fixed it. So it's not cannot be implemented in our, it's not related to the our system. That is what here the note says here. So it's already implemented. It says that completely implemented here, right? That is the note implementation. So note implementation means corrections, correction notes we are implementing in our systems, corrections. Why? Because SAP is the runtime system. Multiple users, multiple programs, multiple services will run in the backend. So some service got interrupted, the code issue, program issue, bug issue. What will happen? We will get the dumps. The functionality will not work, right? In that case, we have to check and we have to find out the why, because SAP knows this type of program error. So we have to, they will release some note to us, customers. So how to fix this type of errors and everything. Then so based upon the error messages, then we have to fix the all our issues and everything. We have to fix it. I'm trying to find out what is the correct note here.
Now, sir, like this this version is not matching. That's the reason we're not able to implement the node. So this version, is this the kernel version or is that the main SAP main NetWeaver version?
NetWeaver version. Just now I shown, right? So this is the
Uh,
version. If you open the note or any note, if you open it, it will give the this version. This note is related to the which component. So if you will see the list of support packs and everything here. It's not the
yeah.
kernel. So based upon the support pack versions, okay, this is related to the our component only. Then we can implement this one.
Okay.
So let me try to.
Can we de-implement the note?
Can we?
De-implement the note, like if we
Yes,
implement.
we can de-implement the note, but that is not the recommended approach. Something you wrongly implemented, then after that we are getting the hundreds of dumps in the system. So SAP recommended to de-implement it means select the note, then we can reinstall the note, reset the note implementation here. Just reset.
Yeah, but in real time scenario, I did it one time, but when I tried to de-implement the note, whatever the changes I made, it didn't get removed from the system. Most of the runtime errors are happened at that time.
Yeah, it will work. It will work, but only some cases it won't work. Some cases it won't work, some cases it will work. So we can de-implement the nodes, but so 90% we cannot say the program completely re-implemented, reinstalled here. So see here, now I am de-implementing. So this object will be deleted. This object will be deleted now. I am de-implementing this node here. De-implement means reinstallation of the node. If you install this node, issue will be fixed, but there are some more errors will come. So for that one, better to de-implement this node here. Right? So this node is de-implemented. So now it's not can be implemented. If you want to re-implement again, just select this can be implemented. So then select it, then click on OK button. Then so just click on the OK button. So then yes. So just click on the OK button. Why? Because can be implemented. So we can implement it here. We can implement it here. New object. There is a new object is getting created. It will ask the few confirmation prompts. Then we have to just give the confirmation prompts. Just click on the OK button. That will be implemented. right?
So de-implement means to uninstall it, right?
Yes,
Okay.
de-implement means uninstallation of the component here. Confirm. Okay. Yes, here it's completely implemented. Means the node related object is correctly installed in our case. After that, what happens? Sometimes what happens? We may face the multiple runtime errors. Some other functionalities will may impact. So because of this object. So in that case, immediately we can revert our changes. We can go to the again S node transaction code. We can go to the S node transaction code. Then we can re-implement it here. We can just go to the here, then select it. We can just reset the implementation. Means it will revert back. Al maximum almost 90%, 95% all objects will be reverted back. Sometimes some objects will not be reverted back here. It will corrupt the other functionalities. So that time we have to make sure. So clearly review the note and we have to de-implement it. Okay. So this is the note implementation. What is note means? It contains some corrections, some resolution notes. So as part of your real system runtime, so why? Because each and every component in your system has the lot of programs, right? So each and every, the developers will write the programs, right? The developers will write the programs on this one. So HR components, whatever these are the, all these functionalities are available in your system. Sometimes functionalities will not work. Even in our mobile system only, we will get the some type of issues, right? Then our person, our in the Play Store we will get the updates, then we can install the updates, our issue will be fixed, right? In the mobile itself. This is the real-time system, business system. Sometimes functionalities will not work. That time, so SAP knows. Then they will release the some corrections. If not yet released our issue, if we contact them, they will release it during that time and they will provide the new note number to us. Then we have to implement that note in our SAP system. Then we can implement it. So this is the note implementations, right? So it's available. We need to search just in the service marketplace to get the note. Suppose if I search like TSV memory allocation like this, memory allocation errors. If I get it, if I search it here, you will get the lot of notes here. You will get the lot of notes here. That notes we have to implement it. That's it. You will get the lot of notes in our systems here. Suppose like the memory issues. Then we will get the bulk hundreds of tons of notes we will get from SAP. So then we need to find out which one is the correct as per our error messages. If you have the error messages, just if you type it, we will get the here. See here, this is the note number. This is the note number. You see the tons of notes are there here. So tons of notes here. So for this error, there the notes are there here, right? So if you open the note one by one, check it out here. Then what is the error message mentioned? Is it related to the our issue? Then we can find out. Then we can implement the notes.
And sir, like, is there an option like we can add like multiple notes at the same just like
It's
we'll
not.
read the note.
Yeah, it's not possible actually. Multiple nodes downloading at a time is not possible. Only
Okay.
dependency nodes will be downloaded at a time, but multiple nodes manually we have to implement it. So multiple nodes
Oh,
downloads also possible. Yes, it's possible to download it. Go to the S node transaction code, then SAP note. I think here in the note number, multiple nodes we can multiple selection, multiple
okay.
hundreds of nodes we can keep it here. Then we can implement it.
All right.
So, but implementation only one note is possible at a time, not all the notes here. While implementing the note, only one note we have to implement it at a time, not all the notes at a time. That is
And
why.
sir, this note when we click on execute to implement the note, so like this which work process does it occupies? Like is it by dialogue or
Dialogue. You are
business?
logging. You are doing in the dialogue mode, right? Dialogue work process will occupy.
Okay. Any option to make it happen in background mode?
Any background mode, it's not possible.
Okay.
Background mode, you won't get the error messages here. There is no option to implement in the background mode as a job. Why? Because in the when you are running in the background mode, you won't get the you cannot confirm the prompts, right? In the dialog mode only, you have to click the next, confirm. In the background mode, how will you confirm it? It's not possible. So note implementation can be done only in the dialog mode only.
All right.
Sir, if notes are downloaded by system, where is the location, sir, where it will store?
It's stored into the in the USR SAP trans. Under the USR SAP trans, there all the nodes will be all the USR SAP trans. So there
We
the nodes
in
will be
trans
stored in the trans directory.
trans also we have co-files and data files folder, no, sir.
Right.
Is it same way? That
In the
is
temp,
restricted.
yeah, in the same trans, in the temp, I think in the temp folder, it will temporarily, it will extract the note, then it will implement it here in the temp.
Okay.
So let me show you here, USR SAP trans. In the trans, here all the nodes are there here. Whatever we have implemented, all the nodes will come to the in this list here. So temp. Yes, log out. This is different. Not tense bin also not there. In the buffer co-files, it will extract as a co-files and data files. So, but somewhere it will write the data storage, I guess. And the storage. The temp only, it will write the temporary data in the temp, and after that it will delete it here. After the note implementation, whatever the file downloaded, it will delete it here in the temp only. Temporary only, temporarily it will write, it will store. Then once note implementation is done, it will delete it.
Okay. Sir, as you said, given one this one, sir, basis monitoring Excel sheet.
Right.
So in that, where we can monitor this one, sir? Any new updates came, for example, patch, STPI, or anything.
Okay, where can we check whether the new updates are there or
Yes,
not?
sir, exactly.
In the service marketplace itself, or there is a one report, that is a tomorrow's topic. There is a